Hello, welcome to this Unacademy CAT4MBA channel. My name is Ronak Shah, and in this session we are going to discuss the complete basics of geometry. Right, so we are going to start with two-dimensional geometry and we'll also discuss three-dimensional geometry concepts. So let me quickly brief you about myself in case if you are not aware. So this is a bit about myself. I have completed my MBA and I'm also an engineer. I have rich experience of training students in last 12 years, and I've trained more than 10,000 students, and we have the best of the educators on this channel. So keep attending our daily live sessions. So let me quickly brief you about the agenda for this session. So today we are going to discuss line angles, then polygons. We'll understand what are the different types of polygons. Then we'll understand triangles, quadrilateral, circle and 3D figures related concepts, and we will practice plenty of questions. Okay, so this session is going to be about 1.5 hours because we need to cover all the topics. We are going to touch base the basics. In fact, this basics itself will be sufficient if you are targeting exams like MAT or the state level MBA entrance exams. So be with us. Make sure that you have your coffee cup ready and the water bottle ready along with pen and paper. Right, and in case if you haven't subscribed to our channel Unacademy CAT4MBA, on which you are watching this video right now, please do it quickly so that you can get updates about our many more sessions, and you can also subscribe to our CAT4MBA Telegram channel. Yes, subscription. So you can also go for an Unacademy subscription if you want to enhance your learning, if you want to be better prepared. So you can go for this 12 months plan or 24 months plan because they are really cost effective. You will not only get access to the complete mock test series, but you will also get many other benefits like lecture PDFs and access to the courses of many educators and much more. So please go for that. In fact, if you go for subscription, do not forget to apply my referral code, which is SHAH10, so that you can attend my courses and you can also get 10% discount. Right, so guys, as we say, let's crack it. So let's start with this line angles and triangles. So very basic concept. Of course, you understand what is a line. So line is infinite in both the directions, and if I take a point and if I just start moving in one direction till infinity, so this is called ray. And from one point, if two ray starts, then an angle is formed. So these are some of the basics. In fact, line segment is a finite piece of line. Okay, so understand the difference between line and line segment. Okay, now if we have two parallel lines as shown over here, let me call them L1 and L2. In fact, two parallel lines are indicated by this symbol. I'm sure you must have studied this during your school, so I'm trying to help you refresh all those points. So if we have two parallel lines and if a third line cuts this two parallel line, so it is called transversal. Okay, and when there is a transversal, so 8 angles are formed. Let me just quickly name those 8 angles. So let me call this angle as A, B, C, D, and E, F, G, H. And there exists a certain relationship among these 8 angles. So we need to understand this relationship, because in all or most of the geometry problems, you will require to use one or another property related to this transversal. Yeah, hi Nicole and Varshini. So good afternoon. Let's quickly understand that. So guys, first we'll understand what are the supplementary angles. So supplementary angles are this one, adjacent angles. They are also called adjacent angles. So A, B, or you can say B, C, same way E, F, F, G, and so on and so forth. So supplementary angles, their summation is 180 degree. So here A plus B is 180 degree. Same way B plus C is also 180 degree, and so on and so forth. So sum of angles of supplementary angle, or you can say adjacent angle, it's 180 degree. Okay, then we have interior angles. So another point that we need to understand is this interior angles. Okay, so which are the interior angle? So D and E, these are interior angle. Okay, same way C and F are also interior angle. And remember, sum of this interior angle is also 180 degree. Okay, so C plus F is also 180 degree. Then we have this opposite angles. So opposite angles, so which are the opposite angle? AC, BD, EG, and so on and so forth. So angle A is equal to angle C, angle B is equal to angle D, and so on and so forth. So opposite angles are equal. They are also called vertically opposite angles. Okay. Yeah, and then we have these angles. Okay. So we have corresponding angles. So which are the corresponding angles? Let me quickly show you. Guys, are you able to see it properly? Can you just confirm, guys? Yeah, fine. So corresponding angles, if I talk about, so let me just erase this part so that things become slightly easier for you to understand. Right. Okay, great. So angle A and angle E are called corresponding angles. Angle B, angle F are also called corresponding angles, right? So corresponding angles are also equal. Angle A equal to angle E, and same angle B equal to angle F, and so on and so forth. And one last pair of angles that you need to understand, I'm sure you must have remembered in school, you must have studied this in school, that this Z shape, you know, angles in the corner of Z are also equal, and they are called alternate angles because they are located on the alternate side of the transversal. Okay, so angle D and angle F are equal. Same way, can you tell me which is the other pair of alternate angle? It's this one. Angle C is equal to angle E. Angle C is equal to angle E, right? So these are certain pair of angles that you need to understand. In fact, if I want to quickly summarize, this is how it can be summarized. So opposite angle, corresponding angles, and alternate angles are equal. Interior angles and adjacent angles, the summation is always 180 degrees. So I'm sure all of you have understood this part. Yes guys, are you all with me? Show me a thumbs up quickly if everything is perfectly fine. Show me a thumbs up so that we can go to the next part, which is understanding what is a polygon. So guys, polygon is a closed figure formed by intersection of lines. By the way, let me just tell you quickly, poly means many and gon means angles. So polygon is a many angled figure. So that's how this name came. But in general, if I want to define, so I can also define it this way, that polygon is a closed figure formed by intersection of lines. So if I take two lines and if they intersect, will we get a closed figure? No. To have a closed figure, we need to have at least three lines, and then the polygon so formed is called triangle. So triangle is a polygon with minimum number of sides. Please remember this thing. Then we have quadrilateral, means four-sided polygons. Then we have pentagon, hexagon, and so on and so forth, right? Okay, now let's quickly understand the different types of polygons. So there are two ways in which I can classify polygons. One is based on the characteristic of angles and sides. So based on that, we have two types of polygon: regular polygon and irregular polygon. Irregular polygon. Okay, so regular polygon means all angles and all sides are equal, right? So for example, an equilateral triangle is a regular polygon. A square is also a regular polygon. Let me just draw a proper square so that there is no confusion. So in equilateral triangle, in square, all sides and all angles are equal. So they are the regular polygons. Please remember, only if the sides are equal, then it will not be a regular polygon. For example, rhombus. If you are aware about rhombus, it's a four-sided figure and all the sides are equal, but that's not a regular polygon because the angles in rhombus are not equal. Okay, so what is an irregular polygon? So a polygon which is not regular is irregular. Why am I putting it this way? Because I have seen many students interpret this way, that irregular polygon means all the sides are different. It's not necessary. So for example, an isosceles triangle is also an irregular polygon, though the two sides are equal. So I'm sure you have understood what is regular polygon and what is irregular polygon. Fine. And then based on the characteristic of angle, there is one more way of classifying polygon. It's convex polygon and concave polygon. So convex polygons are those polygons where each angle is less than 180 degree. In concave polygon, at least one angle is more than 180 degree. So these are some of the basic points that I'm explaining. So please be with me, understand these points quickly so that you understand the complete geometry very nicely. Okay, that's the objective. So as I mentioned, convex polygon, each angle is 180 degree. In fact, the polygons that we see, triangles, quadrilateral, pentagon and all, mostly they are convex polygon. These concave polygons are not in our syllabus, but still, if I want to give you some example, if I want to show you one concave polygon, so this is that concave polygon. If you look at this interior angle, it's more than 180 degree. So this polygon is a concave polygon, right? We'll mostly not get questions based on that. We just need to study convex polygons. So I hope all of you are clear up till now. So guys, now let's go ahead with triangles. Okay, so now we need to understand some important points related to triangles. So triangle is a polygon with minimum number of sides, and this is the formula to find out area of triangle. In case if you are not aware, let me quickly show you. If I take this vertex and if I drop a perpendicular on the opposite side, this is called altitude or height of the triangle. So if I consider this as my base, I'll have to consider this height. Same way, if I take this as the base, then the perpendicular drop from opposite vertex will become height, and so on and so forth. So if I have height and the base, I can find out area using this formula. In case if I don't have measurement of height, but if I know the dimension of three sides of triangle, then using this Heron's formula, I can find out area of triangle. Now, what is this S? So S is nothing but semi-perimeter, which is sum of all sides divided by 2. So as you know, perimeter means sum of all sides, and if we make it half, it becomes semi-perimeter. So you can now apply this formula to get area of this triangle, right? So the definition of perimeter is also mentioned. You have studied all this thing. In fact, this very popular theorem, Pythagoras theorem, so a square plus b square equal to c square, that is for right angle triangle, right? So in a right angle triangle, if these are the two perpendicular arms, then this becomes the hypotenuse, and let me call it c. So I can say a square plus b square equal to c square. In fact, the three numbers which satisfy this Pythagorean triplet are Pythagoras theorem are called Pythagorean triplet. So 3 square plus 4 square equal to 5 square, 5 square plus 12 square equal to 13 square, 7 square plus 24 square equal to 25 square, and so on and so forth. For CAT exam, let me quickly tell you which Pythagorean triplet you need to remember, right? So let's understand this part. For CAT exam, you just need to remember this Pythagorean triplet. Quickly write it down. 3, 4, 5, then 5, 12, 13, then 7, 24, 25, then 8, 15, 17, and 9, 40, 41. You'll be surprised that the Pythagorean triplets are infinite, but for CAT and other MBA entrance exams, we just need to focus on these triplets. You know, they mostly ask you questions which involve this triplet. Okay, now let's understand one thing. The Pythagorean triplets are of two types: core triplets and derived triplets. Once you understand this core and derived triplet concept, trust me, your calculations, okay, your calculations will become very simple. So what are the core triplets? So core triplets are those three numbers whose HCF is 1. Now see, we are using HCF LCM over here. So all these are nothing but core triplets. If you see, if you look at, there is no common factor among these three numbers. So yes, as I mentioned, core triplets are those triplets whose HCF is 1. So 3, 4, 5, or you can say 5, 12, 13, and 7, 24, 25, and all of these are core triplets. Now what is a derived triplet? So let's understand this concept. If I take this triplet 3, 4, 5, and if I multiply each of them by 2, so I'll get another triplet, that is 6, 8, 10. So this is a derived triplet. It has been derived from the core triplet 3, 4, 5. Same way, if I multiply by 3, then I'll get another triplet 9, 12, and 15. If I multiply by 10, then I'll get 30, 40, 50. Or if I multiply by 0.2, I'll get another triplet 0.6, 0.8, and 1. So all of these are nothing but derived triplet. It has been derived from this triplet. Now let me give you one example. Where are we going to use this triplet? Everyone, now pay your attention. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. So the moment I ask you the question, you will enter the answer in the chat box. Okay, quickly do it. Yeah, so let's do it. Let me show you the point that I was trying to tell you. There is a right angle triangle. Understand this point carefully. There is a right angle triangle. Okay, and these two sides, this side is 25, this side is 60. What is this side? So of course this is a right angle triangle. So normally how do we find it? Under root of 25 square plus 60 square. Yes, this is how we find it, but henceforth we are not going to do it this way. Instead, let me show you a shortcut. Quickly identify what is a common factor between these two numbers. What is the HCF of these two numbers? Can I say it's 5? So this is nothing but 5 into 5. This is nothing but 5 into 12. So 5 is the common factor. Put it aside. Now look at this one. 5 and 12. So which triplet relates 5 and 12? So of course here it should be 13. But since the 5 is the common factor, so we'll multiply this one by 5. So it will come out to be 65. Have you understood this? Yes? Okay, let's take one more example. If I give you a triangle like this, now pay your attention and understand it carefully, huh? If I give you a right angle triangle where this is 2.4, this is 3.2, can you tell me what will be this value? Type your answer in the chat box quickly, everyone. So you are given 2 dimension 2.4 and 3.2. Tell me what will be this hypotenuse. Yep. So once again you will try to see, okay, which of this quadruplet has been used. So if I'm good at maths now, if I'm good at numbers, I can quickly make out that 2.4 is nothing but 0.8 into 3. 3.2 is nothing but 0.8 into 4. So can I say, yes Varshini, that's correct. Can I say this should be 0.8 into 5, which is nothing but 4.0, or you can say 4. See, did we use that Pythagoras theorem? No, we just use those Pythagorean triplet, right? So Pythagorean triplet, as I mentioned, it goes on till infinity, but you don't need to use them. Mostly the questions are asked based on this Pythagorean triplet. So I hope you are pretty clear about this shortcut. Guys, can you quickly show me a thumbs up if you are clear up to this point? Right, great. Chalo, so let's keep learning. So I'm sure you are clear with these triangles. So now let's take up questions based on line angles and line angle triangles, right? So can you type the answer for this question in the chat box, everyone? Right. So angle B and T is 130 degrees. So let's quickly find out in this figure, where is angle B and T? Yes, this is given as 130 degree. Of course, guys, this AB and CD are parallel, and PQ and RS are two transverse. Of course, right? This is one transverse, this is another transverse. So this is given as 130. What is NTC? We need to find out value of NTC. Can I say this will become alternate angle? This angle has to be equal to this angle, right? It's 130 degree. Very simple question, isn't that? Okay, so let's go ahead. Fine. BNT is 130 degree. Once again in this figure also, BNT is 130 degree and DTQ is 20 degree. DTQ, this one is given as 20 degree. Then find the value of STQ. What will be STQ? Guys, can I say this angle has to be equal to this angle? So if this is 130, this is 130 degree. Okay, not 1300 by the way. So this is 130 degree. So can I say this total should also be 130? So this has to be 110 degree. Yes, perfect. Again, another easy question. So let's take up one more, everyone. So if PMA is 30 degree, PMA, so this is given as 30 degree. Then what is CTM? CTM, where is CTM? We need to find out this angle. Okay. Will it be again 30 degree, everyone? Yeah. PMA is 30, so CTM, right, this will also be 30 degree. Why? Because they are corresponding angles. Two lines like this, so of course this angle has to be equal to this angle. So again it will come out to be 30 degree. Great. Okay, so let's go ahead with few more questions. The base of a right angle triangle is 8 and hypotenuse is 17. Find its area. Quickly find out the area and type the answer in the chat box quickly, guys. Yeah, so these are some simple questions that we are taking, because the objective, as you know, is to discuss the basics of geometry. This is what we are doing, and guys, it's very, very important. Yeah, so what's the answer for this question? Right angle triangle. This is that right angle triangle. Okay, hypotenuse is 17. This is 8. So which is that Pythagorean triplet relating to 8 and 17? 8, 15, 17. So I'll get this side as 15. Correct. So in right angle triangle, this is the height and this is the base. So it's 1/2 the product of perpendicular sides. So it will come out to be 60. Pretty simple. Great. Okay. Now can you quickly find out area of this triangle, everyone? Find the area of this triangle. Which formula will we use over here? You remember that Heron's formula? Under root of S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C. So this is how we'll find out. We know A, B and C. What is semi-perimeter over here? Half the sum of sides. So here sum of side is 16 by 2, it's 8. So yeah, solve this thing. 8 into 8 minus 5 into 8 minus 6 into 8 minus 5. Correct? So if you just solve this thing, it will come out to be 8 into 3 into 2 into 3. So 3 square into 8 2 are 16, that is 4 square. 3 square into 4 square, uska square root, तो कितना आ जाएगा? 12 square. So answer will be 12. Right? So answer is 12. Yeah, many of you have solved it quickly. So these are some basic questions that we are discussing. Okay, of course, few good questions would also come. So guys, try for this one. Two poles, 15 meter and 30 meter height, stands upright in the playground. If the feet be 36 meter apart, find the distance between their tops. Keep writing your answers in the chat box. Every question you need to type the answer in the chat box and do it as fast as possible. Do not use calculator. So let me just show you this figure. So there are two poles standing upright. Okay. So this is 30 meter. This is 15 meter. Exactly halfway. So let me just draw a line, and then this is also given. If their feet be 36 meter apart, find the distance between their tops. Let me call this as A, this as B. We need to find out this AB. This is C, this is D, this is E. So D and E are the feet. So 36 meters. So this has to be 36. Now please understand, this is 15. So definitely this has to be 15. So now 15, 36. So what will be this value? Can I say the common factor over here is 3? So 15 is 3 into 5. 36 is 3 into 12. So 5, 12. Can I say 13? So this has to be 3 into 13. That is 39. So answer should be 39 meter. That AB will be 39 meter. Yes. Have you all understood, guys? Quickly show me a thumbs up, and yes, press the like button quickly. चलो सब लोग जल्दी से एक लाइक बटन दबा दो एंड थम्स अप भी दिखा दो मुझे अगर सबको ये समझ में आ गया तो. आसान क्वेश्चन था ना ये? या ओके. नाउ ट्राई फॉर दिस वन एवरीवन. If the perimeter of an equilateral triangle P and a square Q is the same, then area P is less than area Q, or area P is less than or equal to area Q. What can we say about this area? Perimeter of equilateral triangle and the square is same. Okay, fine guys. So let's understand this. So let me take one equilateral triangle and another square. Perimeter of both of these figures are same. Let me assume the perimeter has 12 units. So can I say sides of this equilateral triangle will be 4 and sides of this square will be 3. I have intentionally taken that number 12 so that I can divide it in 3 parts as well as 4 parts. So you can quickly think like this. Now what is area of equilateral triangle, guys? I have shown you that formula if you have noted down. So this is the formula for area of equilateral triangle, √3 by 4 times side square. So please note down this formula in case if you haven't written. So this area which is given as P. So area of this P, let's call it P, or area of triangle, let me represent this way, is √3 by 4 into side square. And what is area of the square? So area of square is a square, that is 3 square. This is of course going to be 9. Now what is this value going to be? So can I say this 4 will get cancelled off, so I'll get 4 √3. Now what is √3? Can I say √3 is going to be less than 2? √4 is 2, so √3 is going to be less than 2, 1 point something. In fact, the precise value of √3 is 1.73. So in fact, I had asked you to remember these two values, √2, 1.41. Please remember, it would be useful. √3, 1.73. Remember these two values quickly. Okay, so 1.73 into 4, 17 4s are 68. So this will come out to be 6.8 or 6.9 something. Of course, this is 9. So square area is greater. So area of Q is greater than area of P. This is option. Are you all clear, everyone? So this is how we can quickly solve the questions, right? Okay. Fine guys, so let's go ahead. Acha, before that, in case if you are new to my session and if you want to attend more of my session, then these are my timings on YouTube channel, that is Unacademy CAT4MBA channel, that is here. I conduct live sessions in this way every day, 2 to 3 p.m., 9 to 10 p.m. And also every Saturday I conduct marathon. For example, tomorrow we are going to have a marathon on permutation, combination and probability, 2 to 5 p.m. Tomorrow it's 2 to 5 p.m. Same way on Unacademy platform also I conduct. So if you have downloaded the app, you can quickly search me by my name, Ronak Kumar Shah, and you can follow me. So you'll get updates about my session every day. I conduct 5 to 6 p.m. over there. And this Sunday, again 2 to 5 p.m. this Sunday, I'm going to conduct a marathon session on numbers. So please don't miss that. Right now guys, let's understand some important points related to quadrilaterals. So we need to mainly look at these figures actually. As far as CAT and other entrance exams are concerned: square, rectangle, rhombus. Rhombus means all sides are equal. Then parallelogram, where opposite sides are equal and parallel. Then we need to understand something called trapezium, and we need to look at kite. So these are some of the figures based on which questions are asked. In this session, we'll mostly focus square and rectangle. Then in the advanced session, when we'll start with CAT concept, we'll look at other areas, right? But still, quickly for your reference, quadrilateral is a four-sided figure and all sides, all angles of a square are equal. So you understand all these properties, areas, diagonal. Now what is diagonal of a square? It's root 2a. How did we get that? So square of side A will have diagonal as hypotenuse of this right angle triangle, which is under root of a square plus a square. So this is nothing but under root of 2a square, that is root 2a. And diagonal of rectangle under root of L square plus B square, perimeter. So all these points you should be clear. If you are clear with this, I'm sure you can solve all this question. So everyone, can you quickly find out this value? Right, so this is a rectangle. P is the midpoint and of side AB. Find the following: the perimeter of the floor and the area of the floor and the maximum possible length of the rod that can be put on the floor. So this is what you need to quickly find out. Okay, you are given some of the dimensions of the floor. Please understand this is the midpoint of the side AB. So if this is 7.5, can I say the length is 15? Length is 15, height or breadth is 8. So what is the area of this rectangle? Can I say area will be 15 into 8, 120. What is perimeter? 15 plus 15, 30, 8 plus 8, 16, 46, right? Everyone, तो ये आ जाएगा सेंटीमीटर स्क्वायर, ये भी आ जाएगा सेंटीमीटर स्क्वायर. Please be careful about the units. Of course, you can't have such small floor. Assume that this is a toy house. That's the only thing we can assume. Okay. And the third one, find the maximum possible length of the rod that can be put on the floor. Can I say the maximum possible length of the rod means this diagonal? So we need to find out this diagonal. So 8, 15, so it should be 17. Guys, are you all clear with this? So this diagonal length would come out to be 17 centimeter. Right? Okay, so let's look at few more questions. Can you quickly answer this question? Everyone, sure. Type your answer in the chat box. I'm sure all of you can solve this now because we have developed sufficient understanding to this concept. So rectangular grassy lawn, 18 meter by 12 meter with a gravel path of 1 meter, 1.5 meter wide. So this is 1.5 meter wide. Same way, this one is also, this width is also 1.5 meter as shown below. What is the area of the path? Well, I need to find out this area of the path. Can I say it's nothing but area of outer rectangle minus area of inner rectangle? Now what will be the dimension of outer rectangle? So this is 12 plus this 1.5 and 1.5. So can I say this should be 15? Same with this is 18 plus this 1.5 and 1.5. So this should be 18 plus 3, 21. So area of outer rectangle is 21 into 15. Inner rectangle 18 into 12, 21 into 15 आ जाएगा 315, yeah, and ये आ जाएगा 216, so it's 99 meter square. Very simple question. Yes, everyone. So this is how you can quickly answer the questions, right? Okay, let's go to the next part. Now this is an interesting question. Can you solve this question on your own? A room is 10 meters long and 6 meters broad. Find the cost of covering the floor with a carpet 75 centimeter wide at the rate of 100 rupees per meter. You know guys, when you go to buy the carpet comes in the roll and they charge you based on the length that you are purchasing. It has a fixed width. So here the carpet has fixed 75 centimeter width. Now whatever length you purchase, based on that they'll charge you per meter, they'll charge you 100 rupees. So what will be the answer for this question, guys? Yeah. Try to solve this question. There are two ways to solve this question, of course. The simplest one would be, you just think it this way, that this width is 6 meter, which is 600 centimeter, right? So how many pieces do I need of 75 centimeter to cover this width? Of course, the length of each piece will be 10 meter. So let me show it this way. So this is one piece of carpet that I have purchased, 10 meter length. Can I say it will cover this 75 centimeter width? So 75 plus 75 plus 75 and so on and so forth. We need to cover total 607 centimeter. So 75 into 6, sorry, 75 into 8 is going to be 600. So there should be 8 such strips. Okay, I'm just to put some more. There should be 8 such strips, guys, right? So 75 into 8 is 600, correct? So this is going to cost you what, 10 meters, 100 rupees per meter. So can I say this strip will cost you 1000 rupees? Same way, this is also 1000 and so on and so forth. So there are 8 strips required. So total cost will be 8000. Correct, everyone? Yes, you all have got it right. Of course, the other way would have been, let's assume that we required a carpet of X meter length, right? Now what will be the total area of carpet? Okay, so can I say X meter length and the width is 75 centimeter, so I can say 0.75 meter. So X meter into 0.75, this is the area of carpet that we required. What is the total area of room? It's 60 meters square. So if you solve this thing, you will get value of X. So X, if you solve this thing, X will come out to be 80. 60 divided by 3/4. So 60 into 4 by 3, it is 80. And per meter we pay 100 rupees. So 80 into 100 is also 8000. So this is another way of thinking this problem. Okay, fine. Yeah, try for this one. This is slightly calculative. So I want you to find out the answer for this. If you can solve this question, I'm sure you will not find geometry difficult. You will not find geometry that difficult if you can answer this question. So let's see how many of you get it right. The dimension of a rectangular lawn are in the ratio 4:1 and its area is 1/4 hectare, right? So this is a rectangular lawn, you can say, lawn nahi hota hai, right? And the area, the ratio of length and breadth is 4x and x. 4:1 मतलब 4x and x. So can I say area is given as 4x into x, that is 4x square, and this is given as 1/4 hectare. Now we need to convert this hectare in the meter square because everything is in meters, so we need to convert it in meter square. Okay, now let's understand what is this. So 1 hectare is equal to 0.01 square kilometer, matlab kilometer square. Please understand. Now can I say 0.01 kilometer means 1000 meter. So 1000 meter square means 0.01 into 10 raised to 6, right? Now there are two decimals, so 2 powers of 10 will be reduced. So this will come out to be 10,000. Yes or no? So 1 hectare is equal to 10,000. So what is 1/4 hectare equal to? So can I say 1/4 hectare is equal to 2500 meter square? Everything is now in meter square. Okay, so 1000 meter and then square. So this is meter square, right? So now what is given? 4x square is equal to 2500. So x square will come out to be 625. So can I say x is 25? Yes. And what do we need to find out? What is the length of the lawn? Can I say the length is 4x. So this should be 100 meter. That's your answer. So guys, when I solve these questions, before I end solving this, I want you to put your answer in the chat box. Ideally, you should have solved me. I'm intentionally solving it in a step-by-step manner, so that those who are not able to do it can understand that. But then if you really, if you have understood that, then you should be able to do it in half the time that I'm doing. You really don't need to write so many steps. Have you all understood this question? Can you show me a thumbs up once again quickly? Yep. If you have understood this question, show me a thumbs up, guys. Yeah. Okay, great. So let's go ahead and let's take up this one more question just to make it interesting. I have also shown you a room, right? So this is the last question of quadrilateral, and then we'll discuss circles and three-dimensional geometry. I think there are a couple of more questions, guys, before we go ahead with that. Right. So let's quickly try for this. A room is 16 meter long, 7 meter broad, and 8 meter high. Right. Find the cost of whitewashing the 4 walls. Find the cost of whitewashing the 4 walls inside the surface only of room at 7.5 meters square. So we need to whitewash this area, but the whitewashing is not to be done on the doors and windows. You will not put this whitewash on doors and windows. Okay, right? So tell me, how will you do it? Guys, how will you do it? Tell me the answer. So first of all, we'll have to calculate the area of all 4 walls. 16 meter long, 7 meter broad, 8 meter height. So let's assume this is 16 meter, this is 8 meter, and the height is this is 7 meter. Okay, and the height is given as 8 meter. Right. So how will we do it? Quickly. Guys, so what is the area of this wall and the opposite wall? Can I say there will be 2 similar walls and the other 2 walls will be similar? So this area will be 16 into 8. So I said, दो wall है तो twice 16 into 8. Plus the area of this wall is 7 into 8 and 2 such walls. So 2 into 7 into 8. Now this is the total area of all the 4 walls. But we'll have to subtract this, windows and doors. Yeah, you are saying option 3, 2272. Let me quickly check. I think it's correct, but still let me just check. So we will have to subtract 65 meter square. See, all these are in meter square. So from this meter square we'll have to subtract this one, and whatever comes we need to multiply it by 7.5. because this is the total area. 1 meter square cost is 7.5, so we'll get our answer. Now let's simplify this calculation. 16 8s are, what is 16 8s are? 128, 2s are 256, right? So 256 plus 56 2s are 112, so 112 minus 65, right? It's 65 meter square, sorry. So this is going to be 368 minus 65, it's 303 into 7.5, right? So now you will get some approximate value, correct? You will get some approximate value. So if I just consider that as 300, so let me just multiply 300 with 7.5. So 75 3s are 225, 225, and one more zero will be there, so 2250 plus 7.5 into 3 is 22.5. So this will come out to be 2272.5, correct? Yeah, so it's going to be option 3. I mean, I was intentionally doing it slightly slow so that you can type the answer. Only one student could answer it. Actually, all of you should have answered that, guys, right? Everyone, are you clear with this point? Shall we go to next part? Show me thumbs up quickly. Show me a thumbs up. Yeah, so let's go ahead. Try for this one. This is simple question. The length of a rectangular field is doubled and its breadth is half. What is the percentage change in its area? Length को आपने डबल कर दिया. Suppose मैं एक ले लेता हूँ 20/10 का. तो अब मैंने लेंथ क्या कर दिया? 40 कर दिया और ब्रेथ कितना कर दिया? 5 कर दिया. What is the percentage change? Can I say area earlier was 20 into 10, that's 200. Now 40 into 5, again it's same, right? So no change. All of you, do you agree with this? So whenever you come across such questions, you can of course take the values and you can check it. Now tell me the answer for this one. Similar question which we have done earlier. So which option is correct? Type it in the chat box. So please type it in the chat box. Chalo, jaldi se. If the perimeter of a square A and a rectangle B are the same, then the areas of A and B would satisfy the inequality. Which answer option is correct, guys? So again, perimeter of square A and rectangle B are same, and the areas of A and B would satisfy. Then the areas would satisfy which inequality? So guys, let me take perimeter of both as 20. Okay, so of course this has to be 5 5 5 5, and area of square will come out to be 25. Very simple. Now what will be area of rectangle in this case? Area of rectangle. Okay, so my rectangle can be, it can be like 8 8 2 2. So in that case area will be what? 8 2s are 16, or it can also be something like 7 7 3 3, right? It's 7 7 3 3. So what will be the area? It will be 21, and so on and so forth. Can I say ultimately this rectangle area will be less than the square area? Okay, so that's why square area will always be greater than the rectangle area. Now here of course there can be answer option 2 also. There can be answer option 2, guys. Please understand this thing. A rectangle is also square. Okay, so this rectangle B can also be of square shape, na? Because rectangle has to have all angles equal and opposite sides equal. So square satisfies that. So this can also be the figure B. In that case, area could be equal as well, right? But since this is a concept question, we'll keep it this way, that rectangle is different from square. But in CAT exam, if you are if they have mentioned about rectangle, please understand one possibility is it can also be a square. Are you clear with this point, everyone? Yeah, show me a thumbs up quickly if you have understood this points quickly. Great. Okay, fine. So let's go ahead. Now let's go ahead with the next part. So let's quickly understand circles. Okay, now some important points related to circles, everyone. So yeah, so you know diameter is twice the radius, then area of circle pi r square, perimeter of the circle. In fact, we call it circumference of the circle. Perimeter can be used casually, but that's circumference is a more appropriate word. So if this is the radius, this is your diameter, this is the center, see, and circumference. Okay, just like in a square we have perimeter, that is length of this boundary, so we call it circumference over here. So it's 2 pi r, or you can say pi d. I'm sure you remember values of pi, it's 3.14, or you can take 22/7 as per the question. And distance covered by a wheel in one revolution will be 2 pi r. Okay, so distance covered by a wheel in one revolution is equal to the circumference, right? Okay, so let's answer certain questions. The radius of a circular wheel is 7/4 meter. How many revolutions will it make in traveling 11 kilometer? Okay, so जब वो 11 किलोमीटर चलता है तो कितने रिवॉल्यूशन वो लेगा, कितनी बार घूमेगा? दिस इज व्हाट यू नीड टू फाइंड आउट. सो गाइस, लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड. इन वन रिवॉल्यूशन it will cover distance equal to its circumference, that is 2 into pi into r. What is the radius? 7/4 meters. So 2 into, now pi I'll take 22/7 into the 7/4, so I'll get 11 meter distance. Can I say in one revolution it covers 11 meter distance? So 11 kilometer means 11,000 meter. For 11,000 meter it will require 1,000 revolutions. Yes or no? So answer is 1,000 revolutions. Have you all understood this? Show me a thumbs up if you are with me, guys. Once again, quickly. Chalo, jaldi se. Great. So let's go ahead. Let's look at this one. A circular road runs around a circular garden. A circular road runs around a circular garden. If the difference between the circumference of the outer circle and the inner circle is 44 meter, find the width of the road, right? So this is what you need to find out. Can you please try for this? Type your answer in the chat box. Chalo, jaldi se. Guys, are you there? Show me a thumbs up first of all, quickly. So this is the circular garden, and outside that garden there is a circular road. And what is mentioned? Right, this is better. ऐसा लग रहा है कि मैंने सबको जगा दिया, ठीक है? हाँ, अभी सब बराबर लिख रहे हैं. Now please understand, let's assume this radius as r1 and this radius as r2. ठीक है? So what is the circumference of this one, the inner garden? Can I say 2 pi r1? What is the circumference of this outer circle? 2 pi r2. And difference between these two is given as 44 meter. So let me take out 2 pi as a common factor. So I'll get 2 pi r2 minus r1. Yeah, that's correct. Is equal to 44 meter. What is pi? 22/7. So in fact directly we can write it this way. R2 minus r1 is equal to 44 into 2 into 22/7. So 7 will be multiplied over here. So answer will be 7 meter. This is nothing but the width of the road. Width of the road is nothing but this one, this difference between two radius. Yes guys, so I hope all of you have understood this part. Let's go ahead. So let's quickly understand this. What is the radius of the circle whose area is equal to sum of the areas of two circles whose radii are 20 and 21 centimeter? ठीक है, दो छोटे सर्कल है, एक का रेडियस आपको दिया है 20 सेंटीमीटर दूसरा सर्कल है थोड़ा सा बड़ा है, उसका रेडियस दिया है 21 सेंटीमीटर, और इसका जो एरिया होगा उतना एरिया ये सर्कल का है, तो ये रेडियस आपको निकाला है। तो कैन आई से दिस एरिया इज पाई इंटू 20 स्क्वायर प्लस पाई इंटू 21 स्क्वायर is equal to this pi r square. Can I cancel off pi from both ends? What is 20 square? 400. 21 square 441. Total 841 which is equal to r square. 841 किसका स्क्वायर है याद है, पता है? 29 का स्क्वायर है गाइस, 29 का स्क्वायर 441 है। ओके राइट, सो r will come out to be 29, करेक्ट। सी ये कुछ आपको 30 तक स्क्वायर्स, 31 32 तक स्क्वायर्स याद रखने पड़ेंगे। 25 तक हमने कर लिए, फिर 26 576 27 729, इनफैक्ट 729 इज अ स्पेशल नंबर, इट इज ऑल्सो 9 क्यूब, so it is also 27 square. 28 is 784, 29 841 and 30 900, then 31 961, 32 1024। बस यहाँ तक याद कर लेना, 25 तक तो आपने पहले ही कर लिए थे, करेक्ट? ओके फाइन, नाउ कैन यू प्लीज टेल मी विच ऑप्शन इज करेक्ट फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन? एवरीवन ट्राई फॉर दिस। A figure is consist of a square and a side A as shown over here. So this side is A. So can I say this side is A? So this the diameter of the circle is A. So I can say radius of the circle is A by 2. Please understand. And there are 4 semicircles, means there are 2 full circles. So what is this shaded area? Area of square plus twice the area of circle, right? Twice the area of circle, as simple as that. Yeah, Robin, please understand, good question that you ask. So let me just solve this question and then I'll address your query that why do we not use, or why should we not use on-screen calculator. Okay, so we'll understand that. So guys, what is the area of square? Of course A square. And what is the area of 2 circles? So 2 into pi into r square. R square, r is A by 2, तो उसका square कर दो. And if I just solve this thing, so what will I get? This A square plus 2 into pi A square by 4. So this will come out to be 2. Take out A square as a common factor, so you'll get 1 plus pi by 2. So A square into pi by 2 plus 1. Option 3. Varshini, it's option 3. Please check your calculation. Are we clear with this, everyone? Yes. So let's go ahead and now let's quickly understand some important points related to this 3-dimensional geometry, guys. So volume of a cube. See, these are the figures that you need to discuss. But before that, yeah, let me quickly address that query. ऑन स्क्रीन कैलकुलेटर क्यों कैट में यूज नहीं करना चाहिए? तो आपको ऑन स्क्रीन कैलकुलेटर कुछ ऐसा दिया जाता है कैट का, ध्यान से देखो, दिस इज दैट ऑन स्क्रीन कैलकुलेटर। यहाँ पे आपका स्क्रीन होता है, यहाँ पे नंबर पैड्स होते हैं, नंबर कीज होते हैं, राइट? कुछ इस तरीके से, like you see normal calculator, then you will find those special keys over here, the mathematical operator keys. Okay, so you will get plus key, then minus, then division, multiplication and equal to key, and that is also decimal key. Now please understand guys, अगर आपको 18 into 12 करना है, ठीक है, या फिर 18 7 करना है, तो आपको कैसे मिलेगा? तो यहां पे आपको पहले 1 प्रेस करना पड़ेगा। ओके, यू विल यूज योर माउस एंड द माउस आर नॉट वेरी गुड, सो आपको 1 प्रेस करना पड़ेगा, देन यू विल हैव टू क्विकली प्रेस 8, देन यू विल हैव टू प्रेस दिस मल्टीप्लिकेशन साइन, देन अगेन यू विल हैव टू प्रेस 7 एंड देन यू विल हैव टू प्रेस इक्वल टू 1 2 3 4 5। मुझे 5 क्लिक करने पड़ेंगे, हर एक क्लिक को आधे सेकंड से 1 सेकंड का टाइम लगता है, इट विल टेक अबाउट 4 to 5 सेकंड्स, राइट? मैं रफली 5 सेकंड्स ले लेता हूं। ऐसे मुझे 100 कैलकुलेशन कम से कम करने हैं, ऐसे छोटे छोटे जो मैं माइंड में कर सकता था। सो मेरे कितने सेकंड्स चले गए? 500 सेकंड्स चले गए, करेक्ट? 500 सेकंड्स क्लोज टू 8 मिनट्स। 8 मिनट्स में मैं 2 से 3 एक्स्ट्रा क्वेश्चन कर सकता हूं. So अगर मुझे 18 7 जा 126 पता है, I'll not even look at the calculator. Without any delay, I'll straight away figure out कि okay 18 7 जा 126. Robin, have you understood the point, the calculation that I've shown? You are going to waste about 500 to 600 seconds in quant section. Same way LRDI section में भी बहुत सारे calculations आते हैं. You will again spend about 600 seconds over there. So effectively you are going to waste about 10 to 12 minutes in doing all this, or sorry, more than 10 to 12 minutes. I'll say 18 to 20 minutes unnecessarily. राइट. सो 18 टू 20 मिनट्स में आप 3 से 4 कम से कम क्वेश्चन ज्यादा कर सकते हो. और 3 से 4 क्वेश्चन अगर आप कैट में ज्यादा करते हो ना, आपका ऑलमोस्ट 8 से 10 परसेंटाइल बढ़ जाता है. राइट. काफी बार 10 परसेंटाइल बढ़ जाता है, डिपेंड कि आप कौन से रेंज में हो. 5 परसेंटाइल तो कम से कम बढ़ेगा. राइट. सो ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस पॉइंट. ओके. सो गाइज लेट्स कम बैक टू आवर दिस वन. Geometry basics, 3D figures. They are also called solid figures, or it is sometimes called mensuration. Halaki mensuration means measurement. Okay, so which 3D figure do we need to understand? These are those 3D figures. The first is a cube. So let me draw it quickly so you will understand all these figures. So this is a cube. All edges, now here we don't call it side, we normally call it edges. So all the edges are equal. Then we need to understand cuboid. So the cuboid has length, breadth and height different. That means all edges are different. This is cuboid. Then we need to understand, in general I am talking about in this session. Of course, we are just going to focus on cube, cuboid and cylinder. But in general, you will have to understand prism figure. Now, what is a prism figure? So it is something like this. It can be triangular prism, pentagonal prism and so on and so forth. Then we need to understand pyramid figure. So it can be a square pyramid, triangular pyramid. So let me take a square pyramid here. So this is that square pyramid. Then we need to understand cylinder. I mean, we are asked questions based on cylinder. Then we are also asked questions based on cone. Then sphere. And then hemisphere. So these are the figures based on which the questions are asked in CAT exam and other entrance exam. Okay. So I can classify these figures in 2 categories. These are called polyhedron figures. These are polyhedron figures. Poly means many, hedron means planes. So figure formed by intersection of many planes, right? So many faces rather, and these are called circular figures. Circular figures are formed by just curving one plane. Okay, so these are the 2 sets of figures you need to discuss. This polyhedron word was used once in CAT exam. There was a question which was asked that there is a tetrahedron figures, and most of the students couldn't figure out what does it mean by tetrahedron. Tetra means 4, so figure which has 4 planes, a figure formed by intersection of 4 planes, and that figure is like this. It's a triangular pyramid. तो अगर मैं एक triangular pyramid लेता हूं ना, तो इसमें 4 faces होते हैं, 4 plane के intersection से बनता है. But yes, we'll come back to all these things later on. Right. So let's quickly understand volume of a cube, A cube, volume of a cuboid, LBH, surface area of cube. Now, as you see, cube has 6 faces and each face is a square. So total 6a square. Surface area of cuboid, so twice LB, BH, LH, summation of that. Body diagonal. Now, what is the body diagonal? Body diagonal is the longest diagonal that you can accommodate in a cube. So it's from this vertex to the diagonally opposite vertex, farthest. Okay. So this will be √3a. The body diagonal in cuboid is this one. Cylinder area pi r square h. Surface area of cylinder 2 pi r square plus 2 pi r h. Volume of cone, surface area of cone. Right. So these are few important points that you need to remember for time being. So guys, you can quickly take a screenshot and then you can use it in the, you will require to use it in subsequent questions. So let's start with the question. Type your answer option in the chat box quickly. Three cubes of volume 1, 216 and 512 are melted to form a new cube. What is the length of the longest diagonal of the new cube? First of all, my cube has, say, volume A cube and that is equal to 1 plus 216 plus 512, that is 729, right? So can I say A should be 9 meter? So body diagonal is root 3 times A. What is root 3? 1.73 into 9. So 17 9 जा कितना होता है? 153, right? So this is going to be 15.3 something, which is the closest option, 15.6. Can we do it this way? I've already asked you to remember this value. In CAT exam, for this question, they'll write it this way, root 3 is 1.73. But in certain situations, the value is not given, but still we want to use it for simplifying our calculation. So this is how we can do it. So I hope all of you have understood this part, right? Okay. Let's go ahead further. A brick measures 20 centimeter, 10 centimeter and 7.5 centimeter. How many bricks will be required for a wall of dimension 20 meter into 2 meter into 0.75 meter? Very simple question. Guys, remember this thing, number of bricks required is equal to total, or let me just write down, volume of wall divided by volume of one brick. Very simple, right? One brick. And make sure the units are same. Everything either keep in centimeter or keep it in meter, right? So for sake of simplicity, I'll convert everything in centimeter. So because the bricks dimension are in centimeter, so room will be 20 into 100, okay, into 2 into 100 into 0.75 into 100. So it will come out to be 10 raised to 6 divide by, so instead of 0.75, sorry, 7.5 into 100, so it's 20 into 2 into 7.5 divide by the how many bricks will required for a wall. Sorry guys, the wall dimensions are this one, 22 and 0.75. So 20 into 2 into 0.75, right? And the brick dimensions are 20 centimeter. So now we have written everything in centimeter, okay, by the way. So 20 into 10 into 7.5, correct? So of course this part will get cancelled off and you will get 10 more over here. This 20 will get cancelled off. So it will be 2 into 10 raised to 4, that is 20,000. That is simple calculation. Of course, you don't need to complicate so much. Yeah, great guys. Okay, fine. The edges of cube are doubled. The new volume will be. Now remember this thing. In a rectangle, if I make the sides double, all the sides double, the area will become 4 times. Right? Let's take a square example. Square लेते हैं. So square में अगर मैं पहले साइड A था, अभी 2A कर देता हूँ, तो एरिया क्या हो जाएगा? 4 टाइम्स हो जाएगा. क्यों? 2A का स्क्वायर 4A स्क्वायर हो जाएगा. तो एरिया में स्क्वायर आता है, इसलिए डबल किया तो डबल 2 का स्क्वायर 4 हो जाता है. सेम वे वॉल्यूम जो होता है ना, वो 8 टाइम्स हो जाता है. अगर आप एजेस डबल करते हो तो वॉल्यूम 8 टाइम्स हो जाता है. क्यों? डबल मतलब 2 का क्यूब, वॉल्यूम में क्यूब आता है ना, तो 2 का क्यूब कितना होता है? 8 होता है. So this is what you need to understand. It will always be 8 times the previous volume. Now if the previous volume was x meter cube, the new volume is 8x meter cube. So sometimes you are asked what is the percentage increase in this one. So it's 700% increase. Please remember, in terms of percentage increase, it will be 700%. So if something becomes n times, the increase in terms of percentage is n minus 1 into 100%. 8 टाइम हुआ तो 700% इंक्रीज, डबल हुआ तो 100% इंक्रीज, ट्रिपल हुआ तो 200% इंक्रीज. प्लीज रिमेंबर दिस पॉइंट्स. आर वी क्लियर विद दिस एवरीवन? शो मी अ थम्स अप क्विकली. Great. So let's look at one last question, guys. So a cube of metal, each edge of which measures 4 centimeter and weighs 400 kgs, right? So that is a cube of metal. What is the length of each edge of a cube of the same material which weighs 3200 kg? Right? Now, can I say this volume weight has become 8 times, matlab volume has become 8 times. So volume has become 8 times, so H must have become 2 times, right? So earlier it was 4 centimeter, now it should be 8 centimeter. Yes or no? Correct? See, only when the edges become double, the volume becomes 8 times. Here I can see the weight was 400 kg and now it's 3200 kg. Matlab weight has become 8 times, so volume has become 8 times. That means the edge must have become double. It was earlier 4 centimeter, so now it should become double, right? So it should be 8 centimeter. Have you all understood this, guys? So this is what we had to mainly do as far as this session is concerned. I'm showing you few more questions, so please try to answer this question in the similar way, right? Okay, something about this plus subscription. Many of you keep asking, what do we get in plus subscription? So you get mock test series, CAT and other entrance exams. Then you get the leaderboard, regular leaderboard. You can interact with me, and it's an innovative concept. And you get more access to the faculty. You can ask your doubts and you can interact with the faculties, right? And how to do it? So you can quickly download the Unacademy learning app. If you don't have, once you have installed it, you'll have to select the goal as CAT, and you'll also have to click on plus. Once you have click on plus subscription, you will see various plans. You can choose the plan as per your convenience. Whatever plan you pick, if you apply this referral code, you will be able to attend my sessions, and you will also get 10% discount. So yeah, and just once again, if you are if you are wondering about my session timings, when can you attend my free sessions, these are the timings you can attend my free sessions. These are the other courses of Unacademy. I'll strongly suggest that you can just spread a word among your friends and family members so that they can also be benefited. Do not forget to attend my special sessions, and yes, you must have subscribed to our channel, press the bell icon, and do not forget to subscribe to Telegram channel. In fact, yesterday when I couldn't conduct the session because of the technical issue, I had posted on Telegram channel also. So whenever something like this happens, immediately check Telegram channel. You will see a communication from me. So guys, let's crack it together. That's it from my side.